What's up guys, Bomboy here, and as you can see there, I'm just continuing the thieving grind from the last video, and we've got 89, I'll be rolling all the way through till 91. Just a heads up, this video is pretty exciting if you ask me. There's lots of Slayer grind, lots of boss tasks, lots of drops. It's a very fun video, at least it was for me, and it's been quite fun to make. And so it's been a really enjoyable week of RuneScape, so I hope you guys enjoy, you know, the kind of... I hope you guys enjoy what's come of that. As always, I'd just like to say, please leave a like if you did enjoy it. Leave it a thumbs down if you didn't. Let me know why. I'd always appreciate a comment. I read and reply to most of them if they, you know, require replying. And, you know, subscriptions are always massively appreciated. We're on our way to 200, which is another milestone. It's coming on, you know, quite quick. So, yeah, as always, just want to say thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. One more little thing here, you can see that I'm at 1970 total, so that's really close to 2k, less than 30 levels to go after the end of this video, because I do get a few there, so I might grind that out. That's kind of exciting. I might get 2k by next video if we're really lucky and if I get a chance, so we'll see what happens. This is just one trip. I did quite a few. I did about 30 or 20 odd trips to Barrows, and the Aram's Hood was the only thing I got, and it was on the first chest of the day, so it was a bit of a funny one. Now, I had a little mole task, and using the cannon, I managed to get 94 range, strangely enough. And actually, 35 moles on task is fantastic. You make so much money, actually. So I highly recommend doing that. Next up, we got Cowfight Queen, and I struggled with the first one. I had to do 2 trips for the first Cowfight Queen, but in the second load, basically, in this third trip, I managed to kill both of the 2 remaining Cowfight Queens of the 3 that I chose for the task. So that was quite nice, but you can see here I ran out of prayer, and yeah, so it was a bit of a close one. And there we go, so we got Wines of Zamarkian again, so Cowfight Queen's amazing for Wines of Zamarkian. Look at that, 120, it's so good. Now here, we've got a skeletal wyvern task, and we've got my second ever pair of dragon plate legs, which is really quite nice. But you'll see, they start to flood in for the rest of the day. So, after that, we get Vorkath, and you might have already guessed this is why the dragon plate legs start to flood in. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have gone for Vorkath, but I was just in the mood for lots of bossing tasks. I kind of wanted this week to be impressive, if you see what I mean. And there we go, only 4 kills into the task. I got my second Vorkath head. That's supposed to be a 1 in 50 drop. Now, here we are. I've been waiting for this for a long time. You can see I've got over 2,000 reward points, and I've got my undead head. And I'm just going to unlock that now. And so, you know, this is, in my opinion, the best looking helmet. The second one I would go for is the Dark Mantle, which I probably will make a second helmet for that one, you know, sometime in the future. But there we go, 1,000 points gone. And I was kind of working this out as I go along. I thought it would automatically combine it, but there we go. You just use the head on it, and off you go. Best looking helmet in the game. Now here you can see just at the end of it, now the average accumulator I got sorted on 14 kill count. That was before I ever got this task, and then all of the rest, so the final 10 there, came from this one task of about 127 blue dragons. My kill count's only about 140 something, and I've got all of those spare heads, so you know, that's lots of accumulators sorted. Now we've got a couple of clues here. We've got a medium and a hard, I believe, and there we go. So we've got Mythical Plate Body G, which is a unique for me. It doesn't complete the set, but we're getting close, so that's kind of nice. We'll be able to put that in the house soon. And then we open the hard here, and we've got another Ancient Page, which is a duplicate. That's my second Ancient Page too, so, you know, nothing too interesting there. Then, this is the start of the, like, best day of the week, in my opinion. I've had very few Dagannoth Kings tasks where I've been ready to do Dagannoth Kings. This is the start of a day where I do over 300 in one day, and it starts off fairly well. Bear in mind, just before we go into this, I've only had a warrior ring before, so all of these items you're about to see are pretty much new. Enjoy. Again, we've got another hard clue scroll. We've got these from the Dagannoth Kings. Let's see if we get any good loot. And there we go. So again, Zamarkian Kite Shield, it's actually just a duplicate. It's funny how small of a spread of the clue scroll loot I seem to be getting, actually. I've been using that Iron Man Achievements webpage where you can tick everything off, and it's quite scary to see how little of the clue rewards you've actually completed. And we're back at Sire. So this guy has been giving me a lot of problems, and you can see there I'm at 617 kill count. This is no word of a lie. I have only had 3 unsireds up until this point. I've been losing my mind in terms of the kill count for this guy. You know, and the potential drop rate, it should be about 1 in 100. So yeah, and obviously I'm looking to complete the bludgeon. You may have seen in previous videos I've already got the first 2 pieces, so I just need to be crazy lucky and actually get that unsired. And then hopefully it will actually turn into the last bludgeon piece. And there it is. That's a sight for sore eyes. I haven't seen one of those in a long time now. And that was a lot of kills. Although Sire makes very good money, it's really disappointing to not see a unique for like 230 kills. Now I'm begging the Overseer here. I'm begging. Because I just knew I'd get the pet or something, you know, or a whip. That's the last thing we want. But there we go. We did actually get the final piece of the bludgeon. So this is huge. I haven't had a bludgeon on my main, so I never even bought one. So this is kind of crazy to have that, you know, on this account. And I've now got to go through the learning process of figuring out how to make it, because you can't just put them together. It turned out I had to talk to this Overseer here, and then he does it for me, and then he disappears, which is really random. I thought he'd stay there. But he's finished with me, I guess, basically. And there we go, wielding the bludgeon for the first time on this account. And the only place I'm really going to use it is Cerberus, really. That's the main idea. I obviously still need to train attack, and this doesn't train attack. So there are some monsters that I should be using it on, but yeah, I am not. And now, I'm finishing the task off at Abyssal Demons, and I got 92 defense, which is quite nice. It's nice to be back at these guys. I need lots more of those ancient crystals to recharge the arc light now, so that I can go back to Zami quite confidently. And also I need a new whip to replace the one that's already been consumed last week by my tentacle whip. And now we've got another hard, and this one, a Rune H1 helm, is actually really fantastic. That means I can make, I'm pretty certain, the very last hidey hole for hard clue scrolls. I think they're all complete now, so that's really good news. I'm quite pleased with that. I didn't realise at the time, but I did some looking around afterwards, and I was like, oh, this actually might be really cool. And then the elite, just being rubbish, as you always expect elites to be, so that's cool. So to end the video off here, we've got a Smoke Devil's task, and this is kind of what I've been doing for the rest of today. And I've had a couple of the superiors, which have been really interesting, because I've not had them before, and they give a really high drop chance of getting the Eternal Gem or the Imbued Heart. Obviously, I've got the Imbued Heart. I'd quite like an Eternal Gem, so I think I'll continue killing these small ones rather than the boss for quite some time if I continue to get the tasks. And then in this final clip, our cannon's been doing work. We've had all these cannonballs from Sire, basically. It drops like 300 at a time, and I've stored up like 7,000. But there you go, you can see them pulling in 95 range. Largely, most of that XP between 94 and 95 has come from Vorkath. Like one task, so she's amazing for XP, or he, I don't know. But anyway, that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys had a good one, and I'll see you on RuneScape. Take it easy. Peace.